At the UFC 264 weigh-ins, Rafael dos Anjos stepped on the scale as a backup just in case something happened to the main event. It seems that Conor McGregor and Rafael dos Anjos had a backstage altercation where RDA's tweet referenced something happening. He tweeted, "Conor, you're such a snake, sneaking from behind and playing tough. Sooner or later we will finish business. I'm not like these guys you play around with." MMA reporter Michael Riamonde tweeted, "There was a minor verbal altercation between McGregor and dos Anjos backstage at the UFC Apex during weigh-ins." That's what this tweet is referencing. A 3-round welterweight bout between Khamzat Chimaev vs Li Jingliang has been targeted for UFC 267. Khamzat Chimaev is coming off a KO win over Gerald Meerschaert, and Li Jingliang is coming off a KO win over Santiago Ponzinibbio. Jake Paul recently sent a message to Dana White. He tweeted, "Dana White, you may have bullied your way to controlling thousands of fighters' careers, but I've never said that I want to sign with the UFC, nor will I ever. Maybe I would consider letting you co-promote one of my events against a UFC champion, like you did for Conor when he fought Floyd, because you wouldn't let Conor actually do it himself without you taking your cut. You live in lies, and every major fighter on your roster has complained about pay. Conor, Jones, Masvidal, Diaz, and Ngannou. You even make up fake belts to sell tickets instead of giving Amanda Nunes an opportunity to headline. Remember, Dana, you were a cardio kickboxing instructor and didn't even create the UFC. Gracie and Davey created it, the Fertitas saved it, and the fighters made it popular. You're a bold bum who can't do an interview now without being asked about me. Pay your fighters more."
The official weight 156 pounds for Conor McGregor.
I don't think so. Should be right on. Yes, sir, you are. 156.
156, the official weight for Dustin Poirier.
Michael Bisping on the Believe in Me podcast gives his thoughts on Sean O'Malley accepting a short notice fight against Kris Moutinho.
We'll talk a little bit about Sean O'Malley right now. Sean O'Malley is taking on Kris Moutinho, but he was supposed to fight, as we know, Louis Smolka. Now, O'Malley came out this week, O'Malley said this. Sean O'Malley says that he thinks Louis Smolka gave himself a staph infection intentionally after seeing Smolka's manager saw Sugar in training. So here's what Sean O'Malley said. "Smolka's manager was at my gym watching me spar the other day, a couple of weeks ago. I was on fire. He asked Tim and I respectfully, he said, 'Hey, do you mind if I sit and watch?' Do you mind if I sit and watch?" I said, "Watch, tell him whatever you want. I don't care. I look sharp. I was on manager." So did his manager go, "Hey, bud, I think you don't take this fight. I don't want you to die." He might have. Smolka licking wrestling mats trying to get staph. I don't even know if that's how you get staph. I don't know, dude. That's a conspiracy theory. So maybe that's what happened. Maybe not. But I don't blame the dude. I should have done a Sean O'Malley impression there. That would have been, man, I can't really do it, man. O'Malley there talking about Louis Smolka for pulling out of his fight. I mean, just take the fight against Kris Moutinho and just go out there and beat Moutinho. That's what he needs to do. We said it last show. We don't want to talk about it. It's a tricky one for O'Malley. So it's a lose-lose situation. Or, yeah, it's kind of because if he beats him, he should have beat him. And if he doesn't beat him, it's not good. It's not good. And I think he will beat him, though. Taking on Kris Moutinho, probably going to beat that guy. Moutinho never fought in the UFC, so good. Not much to talk about there.
Only time will tell. He's with Paulo Costa. This is Logan Paul, and definitely he likes to brawl. We'll see how MMA goes in his life. You never know. Look at him now. He's ready. Oh!
Other side. Turn towards me just a little bit.
Kenny Florian on the Anik Florian Podcast speaks on Dustin Poirier's rise to the top.
It's guys like Dustin that are rarely appreciated. Here's a guy that has worked his way up from the very small shows, the small regional shows in his area, local to regional, to WEC, to eventually the UFC, going from 145 to 155 and dealing with all the adversity in and out of the cage, quietly, amassing an excellent record. And he was kind of always the guy that we were surprised by. oh, wow, what a performance. I didn't kind of really, expect that from Dustin. And he would just do that little by little by little. And I think that's where most of real greatness comes from. It's like those little, while everyone's kind of looking at the shiny, flashy, expensive things, it's those little things that are building up in value little by little by little. And I think Dustin Poirier has done that to an extremely high level. And in my mind, he is one of the best fighters in the world. He is, one of the best lightweights in the world. And he just might be the world champion, within a year or so. So I think he still has that hunger. He has improved as a fighter. I mean, so much in all areas. So he's just a hard worker that, and a good guy who is, I think, continually trying to get better because of that hunger, because of where he comes from.
Excuse me. Filming the BT Sport UFC 264 preview show with Rick Lee. What's your name? Stephen, I've forgotten already. Sorry, mate. Check it out. Be online soon. All the best. Yada, yada, yada. It is fucking boiling. Stephen, will you wipe my brow, please? I seem to be perspiring in this Las Vegas heat. Seriously. Your t-shirt, yeah, please. The shirt. Come on, I'm not going to do that. I'm not that much of an ass.
Hey, Conor. Hey, Conor. How are you? That was great yesterday, by the way. That was a made-up Saudi. This is the first time I'm doing an interview with somebody and they dress better than me. I didn't know that, my brother. How you doing, my man? How's everything going, man? Pleasure to meet you, man. I'm just saying, I pride myself in dressing pretty sharp, but I'm currently in the NBA Finals and I came in and told me it was 110 degrees. I said, the hell with that. I don't need to get dressed up. I thought you was gonna be. I should have known. I should have known. This is my slip up. I'm excited. Man, nice to meet you. Pleasure to meet you as well. I've been having you on the side.
I don't like this shit anymore.